Welcome to Traditional Wedding Ceremonies, where we explore wedding cultures around the world, one episode at a time. Today, we're diving into the world of Yoruba marriage traditions, from the moment two people decide to marry all the way to when they are traditionally recognized as husband and wife. The Yoruba are one of the largest ethnic groups in West Africa. They primarily live in southwestern Nigeria, in states like Lagos, Oyo, Ogun, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti. You'll also find Yoruba communities in Benin, Togo, and across the diaspora, especially in Brazil, Cuba, and the United States. Their wedding customs are vibrant, deeply symbolic, and woven with respect for elders, family, and spirituality. It all starts when two people feel ready to get married. At this point, their families may already be aware of the relationship informally, but in Yoruba culture, marriage isn't a private decision, it's a communal affair. So the first step is to get both families involved formally. Before any official visit, both families may arrange what is called mo mi mo e, which means I know you and you know me. It is an informal visit where the two families meet casually, exchange pleasantries, and start to build familiarity. There is no formal proposal or exchange of gifts, just a warm gathering that allows the families to begin seeing one another as potential in laws. After this, the groom's family quietly carries out what's known as iwadi. Iwadi is a background investigation to learn about the bride's family history, character, and values. They discreetly gather information about the bride and her family, reputation, health history, and spiritual taboos. While traditionally done by the groom's side, many families today also investigate the groom, especially for peace of mind. Once satisfied, the groom's family reaches out through a trusted intermediary called the alarina. The alarina is the go between who helps facilitate introductions between the two families. This person arranges the first formal meeting known as itoro. Itoro means introduction, and it is the occasion where the groom's family visits the bride's home to declare their son's intentions. They bring simple gifts such as kola nuts, drinks, fruits, and tokens of goodwill. If all goes well, both families agree to move forward. After the introduction, the bride's family prepares the iyawo list. Iyawo means the bride's load, and it refers to the collection of symbolic items that the groom's family must bring for the engagement ceremony. This usually includes yams, honey, salt, drinks, fabric, jewelry, a Bible or Quran, and the bride price called owo ori. Owo ori translates as head money and represents a token of value for the bride's worth. Fruits like oranges, bananas, and pineapples are often added too. They symbolize fertility, abundance, and sweetness in marriage. Then comes Idana, the engagement ceremony. Idana simply means engagement, and it is the main public event where the union is celebrated. It's hosted by the bride's family and full of tradition, laughter, and symbolism. The groom's family arrives with the gifts. Two women called the Alaga Iduro and Alaga Ijoko moderate the event. Alaga Iduro and Alaga Ijoko mean MC standing and MC sitting, respectively. They are professionals, usually women, who lead the ceremony. They add drama, humor, and ensure tradition is followed to the latter. One of the first formal steps is the reading of the proposal letter. It's written by the groom's family and read aloud by someone from the bride's side. The bride's family replies with an acceptance letter, giving their official blessing. Now the Eru Iyawo items are unveiled. The Alagas inspect each one, asking cheeky questions like, are the yams sweet enough to build a home? Is this honey sweet enough to sweeten their marriage? Can this fabric carry the weight of a happy household? The bride price is presented and often returned to show the marriage is based on love, not money. The groom then makes his entrance, dancing with friends. He prostrates fully before the bride's family in a show of humility and respect. This act is known as dobali, which means full body prostration to show honor and submission. Then the bride enters next. She's dressed in radiant asho oke, adorned with coral beads and a beautifully tied gaily. Asho oke is a hand-woven ceremonial fabric reserved for special occasions, and gaily is the traditional head wrap worn with pride. She arrives with her face modestly covered using a light veil or shawl. This symbolizes modesty, purity, and respect for the elders present. She walks in gracefully, surrounded by her bridesmaids, while the music plays and the crowd watches with admiration. When she reaches the groom, she gently removes the covering, revealing her face and smiling. She then places the groom's fila, which is his traditional cap, on his head, tilting it to the left. Traditionally, if the fila is tilted to the left, it signals that the groom is now married and signifies her acceptance of him. The bride selects a Bible or Quran from the gifts, showing that faith will guide their home. Then comes the ring. If they choose to, the couple exchanges rings, a practice inspired by the West, but now embraced by many Yoruba couples. Some couples cut a cake decorated with traditional motifs. This too is a Western-inspired addition, not part of traditional Yoruba practice. Next come prayers and blessings from elders, wishing the couple fruitfulness and peace. Then it's time to dance. Guests in coordinated aso ebi shower the couple with money as a sign of abundance. Aso ebi refers to matching outfits worn by friends and family to show solidarity and support. The celebration continues with drumming, singing, and heartfelt praise poetry known as oriki. Oriki is a form of poetic praise that recounts family lineage, virtues, and achievements. It honors the couple and their families. Food is served in abundance. This is item 7, the part of the ceremony where traditional dishes bring everyone together. Meals like amala, efo riro, jollof rice, ofada, egusi soup, moinmoan, grilled meats, and fried plantains fill the air with rich aromas. Sharing food symbolizes unity, hospitality, and goodwill. As the event winds down, one emotional moment often takes center stage. It's the bride's tears, known as iyawo. Iyawo means the bride's crying and represents the emotion of leaving one's childhood home to begin a new life. These aren't tears of sadness. They're a bittersweet expression of leaving her parents' home, of saying goodbye to her girlhood. They represent the weight of transition, the realization that she's leaving her family to start a new life. Family members console her, offering support, advice, and sometimes songs to uplift her spirit. When she arrives at the groom's house, a series of symbolic rituals welcome her. First, an elder pours water from a height at the entrance. This act symbolizes purification, clearing her path into the new household and washing away any bad luck. Next, her feet are gently washed. This is a sign of respect and blessing, an act of acceptance and warmth. In some homes, she breaks a small calabash at the doorstep. This ritual marks the transition from daughter to wife. The number of shards is sometimes said playfully to predict how many children she'll have. These rituals close the circle, from courtship to celebration to homecoming. While this episode focuses on Yoruba to Yoruba unions in intertribal marriages, customs may vary or blend depending on the families involved. What remains constant is the heart behind the tradition: family, respect, joy, and the hope for a lasting union. Thank you for watching Traditional Wedding Ceremonies. In the next episode, we'll explore another culture and how they celebrate love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which part of the Yoruba wedding stood out to you the most. See you next time.